Good morning from a mercifully sunny Lower Baynton Farm near Westbury in Wiltshire, home of Bob King, AHDB cover crop champion. Bob is away on other business at the moment, so I'm here walking this little trial stroke look-see alone. A picture speaks 1,000 words, really. This was cultivated and drilled. This was scratch harrow seed, seeded, same seed mix, essentially same day, same soil type, just the other side of the hedge. What an incredible difference in take and establishment. Noticeable difference in flea beetle, lots of brassicas in this mix. Just how it did establish under the scratch harrow regime, but quickly destroyed, just never got moving. Whereas on the cultivated side, it actually managed to rally round and has subsequently taken the 9 inches of rain that we had at the end of September pretty well. So in theory, at least, there is a significant brassica element to Bob's cover crops here. Those that were scratch harrowed in, by all accounts, did establish, but were quickly decimated by flea beetle, which is an interesting comparison actually, because rape crops in the region were largely unscathed this year. But for comparison's sake, in this particular cover crop, the ones that were cultivated, just that better seed to soil contact and possibly some better access to moisture at that early stage before the deluge came subsequently, has at least got them away. There is still some significant pest damage there, as you can see, but they were able to grow away from the initial pressure. And the tail between the two crops, as I say, is absolutely astonishing for a very uniform soil type, very uniform results, as you'll see when we publish, in terms of SMN and background nutrition in general. Just cultivation, seed to soil contact, and that little bit of mineralization getting into the crop is an unbelievable difference. The effect of drainage, possibly open to some debate as well. The scratch harrowed area has definitely taken more of a hammering because of the lack of covering. Now, whether that also translated into some surface wash of water, difficult to say without being here at the time. This area that was cultivated is walking obviously a little bit softer, but that perhaps did allow some ingress of water rather than just washing across the top, maybe taking seeds, small plants with it. Difficult to tell, but optically, leaving aside my ramblings, you can see the difference. And just for comparison's sake, that is the control strip on the left of shot there. Some natural regeneration, mainly some groundsel, a few grass weeds, a few volunteers, not a great deal. But when you actually walk in the cover crop itself, they do tend to catch the eye. So you'd sort of be forgiven for thinking that there was a decent amount of natural green cover coming here, but that actually isn't the case when you see the control strip. So an interesting picture. Sheep are due to come onto this in a couple of weeks' time, mid to late October. How well it's going to hold up to grazing in terms of the cultivated side is going to be open to some discussion, and we'll be talking about that at subsequent meetings. Definitely, there is more crop here. There's more of a bite for the animals, but is it going to carry them, especially if this wet weather continues? On the flip side, and it's a bit of an unfortunate dichotomy, this one, that we've got much better field conditions in terms of carrying livestock, but currently at least there isn't a great deal there in terms of fodder or feed value. But the sun is shining today. It's probably not a bad growing day. I think we're going to see 16 degrees. So a couple of weeks, things could change, but we'll take some more videos a little bit nearer the time. Thanks.